So today's video is based upon common errors in English language. So as I interact with my students, you know what happens? I come to know that there are some common errors, and these errors that I'm bringing to you are not at all bookish. All these errors I note down in my diary. Although I haven't brought my diary here, it's a very small, tiny diary, and I keep that diary in my handbag, the bag that I carry to my classrooms. Or nowadays, when I'm having online sessions, what I do, I just keep that diary in front of me on the table, so that whenever a student commits a mistake, I let them know about their mistake, not there and then. No, I don't point them out, because I follow a rule. I follow a rule, because if you point out a person there and then, the person may get more hesitant. So what I do, I just note down those errors, and I try to make them aware later on, and in a way that they don't feel embarrassed. So that is also very important. And there's nothing so unusual about it. I keep telling you again and again, because even I commit mistakes, and many times my students do point me out that, ma'am, this is wrong spelling that you've written right now. Quite possible. We all are not computer systems, so human errors are very much possible, isn't it? Am I right or wrong? If you believe in this, then do press the like button, and yes, subscribe to my channel, because I'll keep coming again and again with more useful contents, and your support means a lot to me. Well, so let's get started with today's video. Today's video is about common errors in English language. So what are these common errors that I have chosen for today's video? Well, there's so many common errors. In today's video, we are going to take typical errors. Errors which are connected to those types of sentences which have conjunction in their subject part. And due to this conjunction, the behavior of verb gets affected. Yes, behavior of the verb. To start with this video, let me first tell you what are these conjunctions. These conjunctions are joining words. They join two sentences or two phrases. So words like but, and, so, whatsoever, however, although, as well as, along with. There's so many conjunctions, okay? So when a conjunction is present in the subject part of the sentence, then the behavior of the verb or the helping verb gets affected. Let's take an example. India, as well as her neighboring countries, have signed a treaty with America. India, as well as her neighboring countries, have signed a treaty with America. So, is there a mistake in the sentence? Well, can you guess? Well, let me give you a few seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 5 seconds I've given to you. So, if you got it, beautiful. If you didn't get it, don't worry, because I'm going to explain the things to you right now in this video. So, what did I say? That is this sentence correct or not? No, this sentence is not correct. It's incorrect. Because we've just now said that India, as well as her neighboring countries, have signed a treaty with America. See, as well as is the conjunction. It is joining two subjects in the subject line. So as well as is the conjunction which is joining two subjects. There are two subjects, you can see. Just pay a little attention to this sentence. It is, just bring your notice to this sentence. It has got two subjects. India, her neighboring countries. So India, her neighboring countries are joined by what? As well as. So when a conjunction is present in the subject of the sentence, this is the condition number 1. And when that conjunction is joining two subjects, either two nouns, either two pronouns, or one noun and one pronoun, then under these two conditions, there is a rule which the verb has to follow. So the verb will behave according to the first subject. So what is the first subject here? India. India is a singular, right? No confusion? India is a singular. India is singular, okay? No confusion, I guess. So if India is singular, the verb will be has, not have. Verb will behave according to the first subject. Not so confusing, isn't it? So what is the first subject? She. So she is, not are. So what did we say? She and not you are good at painting. Wrong. She and not you is good at painting. Well, this is the correct form. She and not you are good at painting. Wrong form, because the verb, helping verb, will be according to the first subject, and the first subject is she, and with she we use is, not are.